Have you ever wondered what drives experienced hikers to risk it all for the allure of nature's most unforgiving terrains? Our next story takes us to the snow-covered Ural Mountains of Russia in the year 1959, where 9 skilled hikers set out to conquer the Dyatlov Pass, a remote and treacherous route. What began as an adventure of endurance and camaraderie ended in a tragedy so strange that it remains one of the 20th century's most baffling mysteries. Was it the harshness of nature, a covert military experiment, or something otherworldly? Without further ado, find your most comfortable position, put on your headset, and let's unravel the haunting tale of the Dyatlov Pass incident. On January 25, 1959, a group of 10 hikers, led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, embarked on a trek through the Ural Mountains, a remote and rugged region in Soviet Russia. Their goal was ambitious: to traverse the uninhabited wilderness and reach Mount Otorten, a journey that would earn them the highly coveted Grade 3 hiking certification. Each member of the group was experienced, physically fit, and mentally prepared for the harsh winter conditions they were about to face. Yet, despite their qualifications, only one hiker would survive. Not because he made it to the end, but because he never started the most critical leg of the journey. Yuri Yudin, the 10th member of the team, was forced to turn back early in the expedition due to severe joint pain. His departure was a twist of fate that would save his life. Before parting, Yudin said goodbye to his friends, unaware that he would never see them alive again. The remaining 9 hikers continued their trek, documenting their journey with photos and diary entries. These snippets captured a group in high spirits, despite the freezing temperatures and grueling terrain. They sang songs, joked, and marveled at the untouched beauty around them. But their cheerful camaraderie would take a dark turn as they ventured deeper into the wilderness. By January 31st, they reached the base of what the local Monsey people called Kolitsayakal, or Dead Mountain. The name wasn't given lightly. For generations, the Monsey avoided the area, believing it to be cursed. Yet for the hikers, it was merely a challenge to conquer. On February 1st, the group set up camp on an exposed slope rather than descending to the forest below for better shelter. This decision puzzled investigators later, but experts theorized that they wanted to practice camping in extreme conditions. That night, something unthinkable happened. The group's tent, their only refuge from the biting cold, was inexplicably slashed open from the inside. Barefoot and scarcely dressed, the hikers fled into the snow. But what could have driven them to such desperate measures? It wasn't until February 20th, when the group failed to return on schedule, that search efforts began. On February 26th, rescuers made a chilling discovery: the hikers' abandoned tent, partially buried in snow. The scene was chaotic. The tent was torn open as if the group had tried to escape in a hurry. Inside were their belongings, jackets, boots, and essential survival gear, all left behind. The snow around the tent bore footprints leading down toward the forest, but these tracks showed no signs of a struggle. At the edge of the tree line, beneath a large cedar tree, searchers found the first 2 bodies. Both were shoeless and dressed in nothing but underwear, a grim sign of paradoxical undressing, a phenomenon associated with severe hypothermia. Yet their injuries suggested something more than just exposure to the elements. The bark of the tree was scratched and broken, indicating that the men had climbed it in a desperate attempt to either escape something or spot the tent in the distance. A few meters away, 3 more bodies were discovered, including Dyatlov himself. The positioning of their corpses suggested they had been trying to return to the tent, but succumbed to the cold before they could make it. The remaining 4 hikers weren't found until May 4th, buried under 4 meters of snow in a ravine further into the forest. Their bodies told a much more gruesome story. Unlike the others, these 4 showed signs of catastrophic trauma. One hiker had severe chest fractures, comparable to the force of a car crash. Another had a fractured skull, while a female member of the group was missing her tongue and eyes. Strangely, none of these injuries showed external wounds. It was as if the damage had been inflicted from the inside out. Adding to the mystery, their clothing contained unusually high levels of radiation. Investigators could not determine the source of the contamination, and theories began to emerge, ranging from secret military experiments to alien encounters. In the decades since the Dyatlov Pass incident, countless theories have been proposed. Some believe an avalanche forced the hikers to flee their tent in a panic. However, this theory falls short, as there was no evidence of an avalanche near the campsite, and the tent was still partially upright when found. Others suggest the hikers may have stumbled upon a Soviet military test site. The Ural Mountains were known for clandestine experiments, including parachute mine testing. This could explain the strange injuries and radiation, but there's no official record to support this. A more supernatural explanation involves the Mansi legends. According to local lore, Kholat Syakhl was home to malevolent spirits. Could the hikers have disturbed something sacred, triggering a series of tragic events? Even wilder theories point to extraterrestrial activity. The orange tint on the hiker's skin, coupled with reports of glowing orbs in the sky on the night of their disappearance, has led some to believe that they encountered UFOs. However, these claims remain speculative at best. In 1959, Soviet authorities officially closed the case, stating only that the hikers had died due to a compelling natural force. This vague conclusion left more questions than answers, and the files were classified for decades, fueling public fascination and conspiracy theories. In 2019, Russian officials reopened the investigation, focusing on natural causes. They concluded that an unusual type of avalanche, known as a slab avalanche, could explain the hikers' panic and injuries. Yet this theory has its own gaps, as it doesn't fully account for the radiation or the missing body parts. To this day, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most enduring mysteries in modern history. Tourists and researchers continue to visit the site, now a place of pilgrimage for those seeking answers. But the truth may forever remain buried beneath the snow of Dead Mountain, locked in the memories of those who perished on that fateful night. What do you think happened to the 9 hikers? Was it nature, human error, or something far more sinister? And that's the terrible mystery of the Dyatlov Pass. What actually happened to the 9 climbers that night? Is it nature, human error, or something far beyond our understanding? Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss other mystery stories. Until next time, stay safe if you can.